Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. This is fielded at the 7. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So they declined the penalty. Yeah, it seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Caleb Wilson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. This will be taken in after 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
21-0 our score after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kimdichie able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They give to Johnson going right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go.
A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future bright. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 29 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 43.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On the toss, here's Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. That one good for 33 in the first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Lions. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, they'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It was pretty quiet, D. It was pretty quiet. Omaha, ready to move.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Watch the safety. 32.
And they start the second half with Johnson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
At their own 22-yard line.
Yeah. 60 out low. Check, check. Lucky. 22. Check. Bama. 22. Check. Bama. 36. Squeeze.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Kill. Drop.
They run again with Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check 4. Go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Stafford now to throw. Amendola catching it left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford. Looking end zone for Jones. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Running. 51. 51. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Let it go.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Then he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Mike Daniels able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will shave one more off this lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. Watch him run. Watch him run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Logan. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Good job, fellas.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 37-yard line.
mic. Hey, check. Check, butt set. Check, butt set. Watch 84. Watch. Boom. Tight end right.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Throw left side, going to be caught by Butler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Mike 51. It's been a long way. He's coming. We got cut. Check.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw is Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Shit.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Switch it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this is caught at the end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Caleb Wilson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Stafford. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Hassan Reddick in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it,
Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up. Mike 51. Mike 51. Not here.
On 1st down, Logan. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Middle. 250. Oh, here we go. Oh, switch.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. Marvin Jones. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. 75 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to